Moment of truth.
Scales are closed.
Oh.
I can see it.
Well, lucky us, eh?
Way up and right now.
Sweet.
What's up?
Nothing.
Where are we?
Wendover.
Wendover, Nevada.
Cha. So that's West Wendover.
Look at this guy over here. There's like a hermit hanging out in his truck. No shirt. Well, he's all staring at us as we pull up like,
Yeah.
who's this guy? Yeah. I'll zoom in on him a little bit. They like look over at us from time to time.
Yeah.
He's like an ogre.
That's like the kind of guy who gives the perception that truck drivers are all
Scumbags. And,
yeah, and we're not.
well, you see, there's a lot of dudes that they'll be in, like, when they go into a customer, they'll be in cut-off t-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops, you know.
Yeah.
I'm here for a load. I gotta go have a smoke. Do you have a bathroom? I gotta drop 5 tons of chum in your toilet. Because I ate a lot of bacon last night at the cooking corral.
The cooking corral.
Oh, man. No, truck drivers are weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, you definitely see all facets of type of people out here.
Yeah. It's a spicy life, isn't it? All right, so right now, though, I was going to go back and open the trailer up and check my load securement.
Yes.
To give you a quick backdrop, it's a has-waste load, a lot of drums, but yesterday when we picked it up, the place didn't secure it well, you know.
Yeah.
And had I not gotten them crawled all the way back in this trailer over all these drums and stuff and hopped over these pallets and whatever to check the straps and all this kind of stuff, they just left stuff hanging out that that's why I want to check it again too, is we would have had a hazmat spill. It's like,
yeah, because there was those jugs of flammable liquids.
Jugs of flammable liquid that weren't even plastic wrapped. They just put them on a pallet and just left them there. And it's like, thanks.
Yeah, with space between the next pallets, so they weren't even up against anything.
Yeah, they're actually stacked on top, and they had nothing in front of them except a strap. But these were loosely packaged and everything. They didn't do it right. And has waste is garbage freight.
Right.
You know, it's like it's the lowball stuff of the hazmat hauling industry.
Yeah, most of the time it's just like old paint. And oil and stuff from
yeah, they reclaim it from like auto shops and stuff, you know.
Stuff like that,
if they drain a gas tank or oil or anything like that, it's has waste, you know. They gotta dispose of it properly and all kinds of stuff. They put it in metal drums and usually a service comes around, picks it up, and
yeah, but it's usually some kind of leftover cleaning solvents or
it's junk,
dirty oil or something. It's usually nothing.
It's garbage.
It's garbage. Usually nothing serious.
It's esco-garbage. Something like that. That's my French. Alright, so I'm going to go back and show you the load securement. I'm going to crawl back there, film that so people get an idea. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, you got to haul that garbage? You know?
Yeah.
This ain't no load of potato chips.
No.
Like, you know, when you go to a distribution center for even food or whatever, everything's nicely boxed up and packaged and everything.
Yeah.
It goes in a reefer or something like that. This
Yeah.
stuff is just junk. So anyway, we'll go take a look. But we're in Wendover. If anybody's been to Wendover. Yeah. Casinos.
Oh, isn't this where they got the Rainbow Casino?
Yeah, it's right across the street over here.
Yeah.
If you go, actually I'll show the building when we go outside. Nice thing is you can go to this building behind us and get a CDL discount, and you'll get a room at the Rainbow Casino across the street for 19 bucks. Used to be that way. I've had the rooms there before.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But it's Wendover. It's right on the Utah border, and this is where everybody from Salt Lake, all the good upstanding people of Salt Lake, come over to party and booze up, and then
then
I
go
think,
home.
and then I think there's a brothel out here too.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's where you can come and keep your dirty little secrets, and then go back to your clean life in Salt Lake. You know, after the weekend. So. Yeah, all right. So we'll go take a look. All right, so we're going back to take a look. As you can see today, we got 3 placards for the truck. This one here, corrosive. We got corrosive product that it's in a tote. Typically, you have to use the UN number to specify specifically that product. If it's in a bulk package, which is, you know, like we have a tote in there. If it holds over 119 gallons, you got to specify it specifically as one product. And then we got a bunch of flammable. I saw it was just used petroleum products, stuff like that. A lot of 1993 like diesel and stuff like that. It could be stuff from a shop or something like that they say had old fuel they had to get rid of and stuff like that. It was dirty fuel. And then dangerous, we had multiple products on here, but each one of them didn't add up. We had like 3,000 pounds of class 9, which you don't have to placard that, but when it's mixed in with multiple other products, we had some 2.1, 4.1, you know, that all added up to over 2,002 pounds or 2,200 pounds or something like that. I forget the exact number. Anyway, then you got to put dangerous just to classify all those other products. So a lot of flammable, one big thing of corrosive product, and dangerous to cover the rest. You should see the bills. I'll show you those too. It's a phone book full of bills. Has waste loads. They suck. Anyway, let's take a look real quick at the securement. Show you some stuff. It's kind of, you're gonna be like, oh my god, what the hell is up with this stuff? So hold on. All right, got the door open so you can see they loaded it right to the back of the trailer. Just drums, you know, and they put a little plastic wrap on them. So thank you for that. But there was no straps on this. You know, it wasn't even secured in any way. And when you haul drums, it is required. I think it's even 2 straps on the back. I just put 1 on there just to hold them. But you can see, just, you know, so get up in here and take a look real quick though. Hold on a sec. As you can see, drums as far as you can see, right? But that stuff right up there, the one on the right, I put some extra straps around it and stuff, so I'm gonna get up there and check that out. But they just packaged that stuff loosely yesterday, and I had to put the straps around it and everything, which is just really bad on their part. I hate doing these loads because of that. Because as the driver, we're held responsible for the securement of this load. So really the shippers or whoever loads this trailer, they don't care. You know, they're just like, whatever, take it. So let me get a foothold real quick and I'll crawl up in there and show you. This is gonna be fun. Hold on a sec. Alright, so as you walk back though, you want to be sure and step on the edges of the barrels, because sometimes the barrel may be rusted out on the lid, and a lot of times they'll just repaint them over time and stuff, so you always want to be sure and step on just the bands of the barrels so you don't fall into a barrel. So like I said, your job ain't all about driving sometimes. So here's this strap, right? It's even come loose a little bit. The freight's shifted around a little bit. So let's take a look. See, I'll show you the things I was talking about. These right here. This is some kind of flammable liquid, right? These guys, if you can see, there's plastic wrap around them. but it's loose. Like these were just sitting here, loose. They move around. I put a strap around it, which I can tighten up a little bit again. It's so cold too, though. They're not coming very good. See, it's shifted around. It's come loose a little bit. So you got all these drums, right? Drums loaded on top on this pallet. And there's just the one strap in front of it, you know? It's like, all right. But they already loaded it in here where if I wanted to get on the E-tracks over here to get a band around it or a strap, you can't do it. It's like, I can't move that drum. It's too heavy, you know? It's full of liquid. So it's just kind of the way you got to take it. Now, luckily enough, nothing has really shifted. I mean, the ride's pretty good back here a lot of the time, but say you had to slam your brakes. What would these things do, you know? See ya, you know, they're gonna fly. And then you have a hazmat spill inside of your trailer. So what I'm gonna try and do, but these are, you can see there's like some purple stuff in there. It's flammable class, you know, or class 3, you know, just flammable liquid. So I don't know what it is. You know, it's just haz waste, but you can see though, up through the drums here and stuff, they loaded drums, put a strap across. Loaded more drums, put a strap across, which they're all packed in here, so that really doesn't matter. These ones up here are the problem. So you can see just all these drums all the way back, they're all packed in. You don't have to worry about them shifting really. But they put straps throughout this load. You know, it just the way they load these things sometimes just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I just want to check this strap though. We still got like another 100 miles to go. We're going to go to a haz waste facility in Tooele, just outside of Salt Lake. So yeah, I got to see if I can get this strap to tighten up a little bit, which it's not. Ow, just punched the drum. Well, that's about as good as I can get it, I guess, for now. But yeah, you can see though, the strap is still hanging around the jugs a little bit, so it's okay. They're not going anywhere, it looks like. They've made it this far, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But yeah, this is a hazardous waste load. So drums, and more drums. Fun, huh? But this is all full of just flammable junk, you know, fuel, paint, all kinds of stuff. So good times. So I'll try one last time to get this strap on here a little bit better, and then pretty much call it at that. You can see I'm sitting here, you know, shifting around and stuff. This stuff's all wobbly. So good times, huh? All right, so load securement. Once in a while you got to get up in here and make sure I had to crawl over these, stand over there and do stuff yesterday trying to secure it a little bit better, and then you got to crawl back out. And you know, have I ever fallen over in a trailer? Yep, I've fallen right off of top pallets like this all the way to the floor. So it sucks. Shifty freight, what are you gonna do? All right, so load securement, haz waste, good times. So close the trailer back up, managed to get the strap on there a little bit better. That's it, lock it back up. They don't put seals on these loads typically because it's just garbage, they don't care. So locked up, good to go. All right.
What's up?
What's up? So we're gonna do the.
His hands are so cold.
My hands cold. My hands cold. I just got out of the trailer. My hands are like ice. It's like 15 degrees outside. I just got out with no jacket, you know, while I was back there. So wait, let me see how this one feels.
No.
How's it feel?
It's so cold. Stop.
What? I was going to show you though the bills, right? When you get a haz waste load, all those drums, each one has to have its own bill. Okay, it's all categorized as separate products and stuff like that. So I was telling you, it's like a phone book, right? Check this baby out. Look at all those bills. You can pull that puppy out of there. We put it in the big old plastic bag just to protect all the bills, but no. But just look at all these, all separate barrels. And then we have to go through and sign. Okay, the company is given a EPA number.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to go through and handwrite. It takes like an hour.
Yeah.
She and I did it together yesterday in their office, and it takes like an hour because we had so many bills, right? You got to go through each bill, check them, make sure they're all correct, and then you have to fill out the company's name and EPA number on it.
Right.
Go through all that. Then you got to go through and sign and date each one too. On to the next one. Check the bill. Company, and it's a whole entire sentence across the whole thing. It's multiple, it's long. And then the EPA number again, which is like 10, 11, digits or whatever. And then go down, print, sign, date, on to the next bill. It's just like, oh, it's tedious. So.
Well, and then you have to go through every bill and look at it, because then we have our little cheat sheet here so we can placard it properly. So you have to check every weight for every item.
Yeah.
Put it under what category it's at, and then you have to check and make sure it's not a tote, because then that gets a placard with a number on it, like the one you've seen out there with the number on it.
Yeah. But that's how we come up with our placarding. We got to go through every bill, right? Every weight down and every hazmat class it's in,
Yeah.
and then apply the formula to see what placards are needed and work it all out, because you had some of these loads that have 8 or 10 placards on it because they have so many different products mixed in it. And then you have to go through the
LMPA.
I don't even know what that is. Just got a call. I don't know. Then you got to go through the hazmat regulations and the combo sheet or whatever of what hazmats can be mixed with other ones.
Yeah.
So if you got products, because they've done this sometimes too, where they got products that they put like a flammable and what is it? Like you can't haul flammables and explosives together. You can't. What is it? Different classes of explosives.
Yeah,
like 1.5 you can haul a flammable. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3.
And then some of them have to be like segregated, like so on opposite ends of the trailer.
Yeah, they can be run together, but they have to be separated in the load. Like there has to be dunnage or some sort of barrier between them, or other drums or pallets or whatever. So you could have drums of this in the front and drums of this stuff in the back. As long as they don't touch, you're all right. But yeah, this waste loads are a pain.
Man, sometimes they get really confusing.
Yeah. And then we have to call the company because there's a hazmat guy there. He knows like he's the Bible of hazmat.
Yeah.
And
I think only one time we had to call him because we weren't sure.
Yep. So we're picking this load up while we pick this load up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
We're taking it over by Salt Lake City. And we're going to pick up another one outside of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And heading back over to California now. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the garbage involved in a haz-waste load.
Yeah.
All the bills, all the placards. You saw the drums and everything back there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I did manage to get that strap tightened up better. After I put the camera down, I leaned in and I really got into it a little bit. But then it's so cold back there, the fabric of the strap.
I was all stiff.
It's stiff, so you couldn't get it to go through. I had to like wrench up, and just put a little oomph into it. But I got them kind of tightened back up. We got like another, not even 100 miles to go. So
I think it said 50.
Is it only 50?
Mm-hmm.
No, we got time. We don't have to drop this until noon. We're gonna go early, but
yeah,
it's only 7:30 right now or something. Well, it's gonna be 8:30. Oh, it's 9. We're already on mountain time now.
Oh.
So we could bust over there in a minute, try and drop it early, go get our other load, and then we're actually going to drop down through Vegas.
Yeah.
So we can stop off at the house.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's like I don't even want to.
What? Stop at the house?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it just turns into a whole thing. Like,
yeah.
It's hard to go home for just a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like we got a place we could park the truck and go home for the night. But it's like, going home, it's so hard that you're not going to stay home. So you're only there for a minute,
yeah.
And then you have to leave again, and you don't come back for another month. And it's like, but I know my folks would like to see us whenever possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Go grab a little bite to eat real quick.
Yeah,
And,
I'm hungry.
Get back after it.
So we'll be back.
I think we'll maybe shoot a little video across Salt Flats too.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
If anybody's never seen Salt Flats, it's right here. We're gonna get back on the freeway and be at it in like 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
we'll show you that too, right?
Yep.
Good times.
Yeah.
Right. Wonderful. Coming across 80, just left Wendover. Got pulled into the Utah scales for a level 1 inspection, hazmat. Great. They just come out, took that whole entire brick of paperwork, folder, permits, everything. Level 1. Gonna check all the brake adjustments, go through everything with a fine-tooth comb now. I just told her right now, if they write me a big old hazmat ticket for anything, quit. Because hazmat tickets are $2,500 minimum, and each one after that is another $2,500. So if they write me up for a brake adjustment, a bad placard, and say load securement, I just did load securement in Wendover, so at least that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But each consecutive violation is worth $2,500 each, and we make $60,000 a year. It could ruin your entire year. What? I'm just kidding. Man, they haven't got the bumper rails on this or nothing, man. It's an open pit. Wonderful.
Alright. So you have your brakes released.
Yep.
Okay, your truck in neutral.
Yep.
And your key on. Then go ahead and turn your lights on. Windshield wipers and fluid. Your city horn. Good.
Yeah, don't want the air horn, huh?
Okay, so for the whole inspection, you're going to go ahead with your truck in neutral,
Yep.
your brakes released, and your key on. And for now, just leave your lights on, okay?
Okay.
I'll have you step out and open up your light for me, please.
All right.
Is your truck all disc brakes? You know?
Yeah, I believe the truck is, and the newer trailers, I think, are coming out with disc brakes too. This one's drums up.
Go ahead, rock your steering.
Rocket?
Yeah.
Oh, keep going. Uh, 125, 130 about. Yeah, she's doing the walk around right now. Checking all tires, and then level 1, they do the full walk around on the outside. Then she'll go down in the pit, check brake adjustments, the whole undercarriage of the truck, stuff like that. Check for leaks and everything, and air leaks, whatever. So. Picked it up in Sacramento. It's going to Clive, Utah.
Clive, Utah? It's going to Clive, Utah? Can you go ahead and rock your steering again? Good.
About 110, 115.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go under the truck and the trailer. I'm going to get all your brake measurements. When I get to the back of the trailer, I'm going to yell apply and hold. I need you to apply and hold down on your foot brake all the way.
Okay.
Do not let go until I come out and tell you to let go, okay?
Okay.
Right, your key on.
Keys on.
Truck in neutral.
Yep.
Brakes released.
Yes. Fun, fun, fun. What you doing back there? Yo, I'm just Candy Crushing. It ain't my ticket. No, the truck's in good shape. I'm not worried about that. It's just I don't know, Utah, maybe straight up. I've been through inspections before that I just get cited for erroneous little things. So, especially on a level 1 like this. Now, if I pass this with no violations, I think that's a nice bonus.
Yeah.
Like if you got no violations, you get a good little bonus out of it, where they give you like $100 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's like 50 for a level 2 or 3, but a level 1 gets $100 or something like that. Wonderful. Love it. I love it. So this is what it's like to get a level 1 inspection. Though it takes a while too. Yeah, she's tooling around under the truck now. As you can see here, I'll turn it around. Hood's up. She's underneath the truck, checking brakes and all that. And just do the adjustments, pads. Good times. I'm holding my brakes down right now. They're doing checking the brake adjustments. You can hear her on her radio, you know, talking about everything she's finding. Yeah, she's reading off the brake adjustments to the people inside. Good times. It's the best of times. This is this is what every driver dreads about getting pulled in. Good?
Yep.
Go ahead and take my foot off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, how much air pressure do you have now?
100?
100? Good. Okay, so I'll have you start up your engine and I'm going to jump up here.
Okay. What's up, Snoozy? All right. Level 1 inspection done. 2 hours later. But no violations. So I guess I'm not quitting today.
What's that sticker they put in the window so that we don't have to get...
The CVSA stickers, when they do inspections, it up to you till like a certain color and number on the stickers and whatever. What was it? I put a 7. I thought it was for the month until it was good till or whatever.
Was that like so you don't get pulled in on level 1s?
Yeah, when they see that sticker, they know you've already been inspected. So, yeah. So, I'll fold back my personal information. So we're in Tuella County, Wendover Port of Entry, I-80, origin Sacramento, destination Clive, Utah. No equipment infractions, no violations. Had flammable 3, corrosive 8 with the UN number. There's a 4.1 flammable solid, but it was not required for placarding because it's table 2 content. Blah. They were learning as they go,
Right.
you know, questioning everything. I was sitting there telling them how it has to be done. I'm like, oh, that worksheet, they even took a copy of that so they could actually use it.
Oh, well, we could have given them a blank one.
Fuck them. So, dangerous placard displayed for multiple products, 4.1 solid, not required to be placarded because it's a table 2 product. They were getting all hung up on like real intricate details of the hazmat stuff, and I was even telling them, you know,
Yeah, well,
like they're
it's a
pulling out the
mixed
book
load.
and trying to look at it. Yeah, it's a mixed load, just so brakes all good, everything good. So I passed a very stringent, hardcore level 1 inspection.
Yeah, because they were in training, so it was extra.
Yeah, they had multiple people in there digging into it and everything. So, phone book of bills, they went through every single one. Every single one. Jeez. That has to be the most hardcore level 1 inspection I've ever had. So, to get my bonus.
Right.
And it's a good thing they crawled up in the back too to check all the securement and everything. Good thing I went and checked my securement a little bit ago, right?
Right.
Jeez Louise.
Your license back?
No, they kept that. It's 2 chicks. I think they want to come to the house and hang out and party, so they kept the address.
Yeah, she all jumped up in the truck like she owned the jump.
Well, they do that too.
I
Cop,
know.
like same thing when we got pulled over for the other one. Cop come
Yeah.
right up in the door. They want to smell the inside, make sure, you know, you smoking weed in here, truck drivers? Because truck drivers are all drug addicts and losers.
No.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
There is a perception out there by police, stuff like that too, and in the general public that truck drivers are scumbags and,
Right.
you know, we're all shady, doing drugs. So, good to go.
Let's go. Get down to that rest area.
Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
So, about time. Put a microscope up my butt. All right, good times. So, level 1 inspection done. I would have had the phone out showing more stuff, but I didn't want to cause them any alertness. You know?
Right, yeah.
I didn't want to throw up the red flag on them. What are you filming? Good times.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll cut this off. We'll come back in a bit. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the Salt Flats out west of Salt Lake City. If anybody's ever seen this, you can fast forward. Anybody that hasn't. But there you go. Salt Flats. This is where they do things like the land speed records with those crazy little rocket ship cars and all that stuff. They go out here on the Salt Flats because it's just miles of wide open, hard packed, smooth salt. So crazy, huh? Cha.
Cha.
There it is. Now you saw it.
Yeah.
I said I'd film it. There you go. What's up?
Nothing.
Clean level 1. Sweet.
What's going on?
What up?
Nothing.
Hi! Quick wrap up, eh?
Yeah.
So as you saw, DOT inspection, level 1 with hazmat. quick. I know this is a long video. So when you get pulled in for an inspection, I can only stress this enough. Be a professional. I know it's nerve-wracking when you get pulled in. You're like, oh man, what's going to happen, you know? I mean, it's probably the biggest dread for a driver to get pulled in, especially for a level 1. Am I going to get shut down? Am I going to get a ticket? Am I going to get, you know, is it going to ruin my paycheck now? You know, because you can get nailed for a lot of money for this too. And a lot of it falls on you. I remained cool with them. I remained personable, compliant, did not make any demands on them, stuff like that. Just let them do their job. They took a long time to go through all of our paperwork, all that stuff.
2 hours.
2 hours we were there for a level 1 inspection.
And it was a more in-depth one because the chick was in training.
She was in training, and they went through all of those bills.
Yeah.
I remained calm. I didn't sit there and ask him like, hey, how much longer till I get out of here? Anything like that. It's the best thing you can do to avoid. You'll even see if you remain cool and calm and professional with them, it could actually get you out of a ticket.
Yeah.
They may not write you up just being nice. They actually question some things on my e-logs. Now e-logs, you think, oh, that you can never be called on the mat for those if you just run legal and don't mess up. But I didn't flag a lot of stuff, you know, that I didn't put notes in the Qualcomm when I stopped or something like that. And they got around to asking like, well, you keep stopping places, but what are you doing? Now, technically, I don't have to flag those things. You know, when you stop and get something to eat, you just go off duty, no big deal, right? They questioned it, you know, and if they wanted to really dig deeper, they could have found something to write me up for, but instead I flipped it and I turned it into a question with them going, well, just to be clear, okay, so next time I'm faced with this issue, should I do it like this or like that, you know? And actually put the power in their hands. That's kind of what they want to hear. You know, most cops or DOT, they got you call it a power trip or a God complex, you know, that they got the power over you to shut you down and do things like that. Not all of them are like that, but some are. And you remain cool, professional, and personable, and don't give them any lip. And there's a good chance they're going to let you go. So that's about the most I can write off to giving any advice of handling an inspection like that. And you ripped the biggest fart.
I really didn't.
Oh, the power of editing.
Right?
See how that fart matched up with her face just perfect? I'm like, oh, great, fantastic. So now we're loaded out of Salt Lake City. We're headed towards Provo. We're going down through Vegas. So we're going to spend the night at the house. And then we got a load delivering Monday over in California. So there you go.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
Final thoughts?
Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and remember, keep it